The coronavirus spreads tonight as Governor Cuomo announces 5 more positive cases in New York. The governor says there are 11 people now infected. 10 of those cases stem from the same attorney from Westchester County who tested positive this week. The other is the first identified case, a woman who's a healthcare worker who traveled to Iran and lives in the city. We've also just learned a New York City school teacher has self-quarantined at her home after showing symptoms of the virus. Her test results are pending. And this just in, schools in the Hastings-on-Hudson district in Westchester County will be closed tomorrow and Friday, so all of the buildings can be sanitized. All school activities will be canceled on Monday, March 9th. We're told they're doing this in the Hastings-on-Hudson's district out of an abundance of caution. CBS 2's Hazel Sanchez now live in New Rochelle with everything we need to know tonight. Hazel?
Yeah, Dana, more and more tests are being done on people who have had close contact with people that have the coronavirus. We're talking classmates, roommates, co-workers, friends. Health officials say they're expecting the number of coronavirus cases to continue to grow, but they're doing everything they can to limit the spread. Westchester County is experiencing a coronavirus community spread. Now 2 families have tested positive for the disease. Nevertheless, the county executive is asking residents not to panic.
We may not be able to control what happens to a virus, but we can control that spread of misinformation and fear.
The first in Westchester County to contract the disease was a 50-year-old lawyer, also testing positive. His wife, 20-year-old son, a student at Yeshiva University in Washington Heights, 14-year-old daughter, a student at SAR High School in Riverdale, and a neighbor who drove him to the hospital. Late this afternoon, Governor Cuomo says another friend and his wife and 3 children have all tested positive as well. Everyone is being ordered to self-quarantine. Health officials are making sure they stay home.
We may be calling or Skyping them. It depends on the level of security that's required.
Young Israel of New Rochelle, SAR High School, Yeshiva University are all closed until next week. Synagogue members and students at the schools are being asked to self-quarantine. Some Yeshiva students who had close contact with one of the infected children are being tested. In an unrelated case, a New York City public school teacher was ordered to self-quarantine after she experienced coronavirus symptoms after a trip to Italy.
Right now, the most important thing is that teacher is not in contact with students and won't be in contact with students until it's safe to be so.
The Department of Education tells us this teacher followed protocol and did not come to school once she developed symptoms. But that was after the teacher reportedly spent days in the classroom with her students when she returned from a winter vacation. If she tests positive, her students will be tested as a precaution.
I think we all agree that closing schools is probably the last option.
Meantime, the United Federation of Teachers tells us in a statement this afternoon, a handful of UFT members have reached out to us, and we urge those who had traveled to an affected area and had symptoms to get immediate medical attention. So that New York City public school teacher being tested for coronavirus, well, the Department of Education would not tell us where she works. They would tell us, though, that every single New York City public school will be deep cleaned with CDC-approved cleaning products twice a week as a precaution. We're live in New Rochelle tonight. Hazel Sanchez, CBS 2 News.
Hazel, thank you. We have a lot more information on our website, including a complete guide to the coronavirus outbreak, travel issues as well. Just go to cbsnewyork.com.